Hello and welcome to The Long Couch. My name's Carl. I'm joined tonight by Mel.
I never know what to say. You always say I'm joined by Mel, and I always forget that you pause and let me say something to sort of introduce myself, and I never have anything to say.
Just say
So,
hello.
hi, adoring fans! Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another fantastic, whimsical, and slightly sexy episode of The Long Couch featuring Carl and Mel.
This isn't just another episode. This is our season
No.
1 finale.
I had no idea that this was coming. In true nature of the show, I had no idea this was coming.
So I figure 12 episodes is a pretty good season. So to wrap up the season, this is our big finale extravaganza. First off,
Yeah.
I will be conducting a quiz in which I test Mel's knowledge of everything we've covered thus far. And after that, we will be reviewing some of our spiciest comments.
Oh, nice. Cool. I get to see all of the people who have progressively gotten more fed up with me on YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
I'm really excited. I have a lot to say about this section of the podcast. I can't wait to get there.
But before we do, you will be tested.
Naturally. I can't believe this. I didn't realize this episode would be such high stakes, but I guess it is a season finale. Gotta go out with a bang, I suppose.
It's not enough that you were just present for these episodes. I need to know that you retained the information that I provided.
Yeah, that I've been paying attention.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm ready. Whatever you throw at me, I am not only prepared for, but vehemently excited for, enthusiastically prepared.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a single one of these wrong.
Okay. Bold
Yeah, I don't know
claim.
about that. Yeah. I'm going in with confidence. That's like half the game is just being confident. The other half is actually knowing the answers.
Let's hop into it then. Question
I'm ready.
number 1. Not exactly a question, but more of a test of your knowledge
Oh my
about
gosh.
sinful characters.
Okay, well, going all the way back.
On the right, I've got some sins listed in red. And on the left, I've got some characters listed in yellow. So they are as follows: pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. On the right, we have the characters: the Dude, Woody, Quagmire, Augustus Gloop, Naruto, Kratos, and Mr. Burns. Now, Mel, it is your job to work your way down the list and match the sin to the corresponding character.
Okay, I am almost positive that I have this down.
Okay.
Okay. Pride would be Naruto. Greed would be Mr. Burns. Wrath would be Kratos. Envy would be Woody. Lust would be Quagmire. Gluttony would be Augustus Gloop, and then Sloth would be the Dude.
Excellent.
Yeah, let's go.
So far, you're at 100%.
All right, that's subject to change at any time though. I mean, that could be a much lower number by the end of this podcast episode.
You hardly skipped a beat with that one, and that was all the way back from our first episode.
I was really confident about this one because there's also you can kind of pick up context clue. I know that Kratos isn't a sloth. The man works hard.
Right. I tried to be a little bit tricky, but not make any question that was totally like some small tiny thing that I mentioned at one point in the episode that you have no chance of recalling. So,
You should have had one question that was totally there to fuck me over.
well, let's see if that question actually is already in here. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Let's do it.
Which of these characters struggles with pride, greed, wrath, and envy? So the options are Garfield, Walter White, Mr. Krabs, and Jessica Rabbit. So which of these characters struggles with pride, greed, wrath, and envy?
Wait, which of them struggles with all four?
All 4. There's only one character here
Fuck.
that struggles with all 4 of those listed sins.
Okay, I feel really confident that it is B, Walter White.
Correct.
Yes. I can't believe I'm in the hot seat right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, and you're nailing it so far. But we've got plenty more questions to go.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, this could go anyway. It's really anybody's game.
That was the first episode, so we've got to get through the remaining episodes here.
Yes.
Next question.
Oh no.
Why are chili peppers spicy?
I got this one wrong the first time around. So it's not the seeds. So I remember thinking the seeds were the primary source of capsaicin, but it's not. It's the pepper's placenta.
Correct.
I know this because one, my pride took an incredibly heavy blow when I was so confidently incorrect about that one.
Uh-huh.
But also I have watched that short a lot. I watch our shorts a lot. Like I'll just watch them on repeat. I just think we're so funny. I'll get on YouTube and I'll just fucking our shorts are the only shorts that I watch on YouTube. I've never watched another short.
Yeah, I try to avoid any short form content like that.
Yeah, it kind of something to be said about that, right? The format we benefit from the most is the one that we avoid consuming ourselves.
Yeah, well, other people like it. And I mean, how am I going to sell somebody on come and watch my hour-long podcast? Nobody wants to do that.
I really hope that going into this, you weren't like, oh, Mel's going to just flunk this. Big ol' fat F like Mr. Crocker.
I want to make you look good here, right?
Okay, I appreciate that. You're setting me up. It's like, oh, wow, Mel's so smart for getting all of these right. Who would have known that he had such an ability to retain information like that?
If you get them wrong, that reflects poorly on me.
Oh, does it? You're a poor educator?
That's right. That means I did not convey the information well enough.
Okay, well, you know what? I will do my best then to, sort of present such a display that is a reflection of not only what a model student I am, but also what an efficient and functional educator you are. This is going to be good for both of us.
In the misconceptions episode, we also talked about George Washington Carver.
Oh, fuck.
So while he did not invent peanut butter, he did invent blank.
Oh, fuck.
The options here are Nutella, instant coffee, crop rotation, or food irradiation.
Fuck. God damn it. I wish I had like lifelines or something. This one I'm actually struggling with a little bit. So I know I'm just gonna get rid of Nutella. I don't think it's Nutella. That doesn't make sense. Instant coffee, I also do not think is correct. I think it's either between C, crop rotation, or D, food irradiation.
All right, well, you got a 50-50 chance then.
Yeah, irradiation is I feel like a very notable word. I'm very invested in phonetics, and I feel like that's a word that I would remember us bringing up. So I'm going to go with C, crop rotation.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, the only reason I got that right is like I said, I'm invested in phonetics and I just don't remember irradiation. And I feel like that's a word that I would have remembered.
Very good.
Oh, I didn't breathe that whole time.
Now we're going to move on to our horror movie cliches episode. So, which of the following horror movie cliches occurs in Scream, the original from 1996? A creepy child appears. B. Someone investigates a suspicious noise alone. C. The virgin final girl survives. Or D. The black guy dies first. Which of these cliches occurred in Scream?
This is a tough one. I don't think it's a creepy child. I feel like to some extent I would have remembered that. It's not C because they subvert that in the beginning of the movie. I feel like, or at least no, I don't know. That might. Well, I know that someone survives at the end. I don't remember if she was a virgin or not. This is tough. This is one in which I'm answering with complete reckless abandon.
Well, can you eliminate any of these?
I can probably eliminate A, and I can maybe eliminate C because I know that as a spoof, Scream was a little bit subversive, and I feel like the opening scene subverts C. I'm between B and D right now, and I don't think it's D. I'm gonna go with B.
Correct.
Oh my god, dude, that was a tough one. I'll tell you right now, that was a tough one.
So there's no creepy child in Scream, and the final girl of the movie, Sydney, is not a virgin by the end because she had sex with Billy like almost before he turns out to be the killer.
That's right.
And then the black guy doesn't die first because there is no black guy in this movie.
Yeah. Wow, really?
I think there's a couple instances of someone investigating a suspicious noise, but I was specifically thinking of the principal when he gets murdered. Well, somebody's knocking at his
Yeah.
door and causing a ruckus, and he goes to check it out alone. Yeah, it doesn't end well for him.
Okay. Yes, that is okay. Hoof.
All right. Which of the following horror movies is not based on a true story? Is it The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, Psycho, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or The Nun?
Fuck. Okay. I know for a fact that The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It is based on a true story because I watched that movie and I would remember a movie that sucked as bad as that one. And I remember that movie being based on a real life case. Yeah, the movie sucked. I'm very familiar with it. Psycho, although I do love it, I don't remember it. I mean, I know that a lot of people say that Norman Bates the character is sort of built upon Ed Gein, but I don't think Psycho was ever marketed as like based on a true story. So I'm going to probably go with Psycho, but let me think for a second. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at first glance sounds like there's no way in hell it would be based on a true story, but I mean, I'm sure that there's probably there's some parallel there with a real life scenario. The Nun, another garbage, shitty movie that I hate, but I can't remember if it's based on a true story. See, I feel like you're gonna get me because with the Psycho thing, because people say that Norman Bates is based on Ed Gein, but I don't think. But the movie, I'm gonna go with B, Psycho.
Incorrect.
No, what the fuck?
Now, I mean, maybe I worded this incorrectly, saying that the movie is based on a true story. But, of course, The Conjuring is based on a true story. They advertise that all over the place.
Yes.
And both B and C are based loosely on Ed Gein.
Oh, you got me. That was a trick.
You
that was a
figured
trick
that out,
question.
But
You
still,
tricked me.
Still, the obvious one, The Nun, is not based on anything, really.
What do you mean? What do you mean the obvious one? The obvious one that I didn't
That
pick?
story
Come on, man.
is of a demon nun haunting a convent. I mean,
Bro,
that didn't happen.
They say supernatural demonic movies are based on true stories all the time.
Didn't happen. I mean, you had the answer. You were saying,
I know.
he's based off Ed Gein, right? Well,
I know, but that's not the story. It's just they take an inspiration.
I'm gonna have to take a point off for that one.
I feel like you tricked me. I feel like I've been tricked. I've been swindled, and I don't appreciate it. But whatever. We'll move on.
It's a one bad mark on this test so far.
I know, and that's it. Like my life's over. I had a lot weighing on this.
Well, you know what, Mel? If you can get every other question right, I'll give you that point back.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Double or nothing.
All right. Next up, we're moving on to our cartoon theories episode. So, what Fairly Odd Parents character does not have pupils, contradicting the pupil theory? Is it Jorgen von Strangle, Trixie Tang, Veronica Starr, or Juandissimo Magnifico?
I'm just gonna go right out the gate because I'm having a hard time remembering who does not have pupils. Because it's the theory is that humans have pupils and fairies don't. And I think that Veronica does not have pupils because that's Trixie's best friend. And like, there's a theory about her being a fairy or whatever. But I'm gonna say C, Veronica.
Incorrect.
What? I thought that she didn't have pupils.
So the theory is that fairies are the ones who have pupils.
Oh, I got it reversed.
So, Jorgen von Strangle does not have pupils, and he is a fairy.
God damn it, that was... I'm so upset. I got it backwards. If I didn't get it backwards, I would have said Jorgen. Fuck!
What clue or clues led Toy Story viewers to speculate that Andy's parents are divorced? They get a puppy? Andy is introverted? They are moving? Or Andy's mom seems depressed? So,
This is where it goes downhill.
you can pick multiple options out of here. So which of
This-
these are clues that Andy's parents are divorced?
This is where things go downhill. I've got 2 wrong in a row, and we're about to do a hat trick and get a third one. I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna say. I mean, they move in fucking Toy Story 3, or he moves to college in Toy Story 3. I don't. Fuck. Do they have a puppy? When was the last time I watched Toy Story? Jesus. Man, I really have squandered quite the lead. And I will continue to squander.
Even if you get this one wrong, you still have the majority right.
I'm gonna say I don't remember a puppy, but I feel like they got a puppy. I feel like that's a thing that he got. I'm gonna say, do they move? And that he moves in the third movie, but that's the college movie. A and B?
Incorrect.
God damn it.
So A and B are both correct, yes.
Oh, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better.
But C is also correct.
See, I couldn't remember if they moved initially, because I know that he moves out in the third movie, but I couldn't remember if that was a thing in any other movie.
So you'll remember the finale of the first movie is them trying to catch the moving truck.
Fuck, that's so right. That's true. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna get this next one.
All right. So we're moving on to video game monetization.
Oh fuck.
So for this question, you'll have to arrange the following video game monetization methods from oldest to newest. So the ones we have listed here are cosmetic DLC, Xbox Live Gold, arcades, and battle passes. So, oldest to newest.
Okay, well, arcades is first. That's old. And then we're gonna go to cosmetic DLC. No, we're not. I'm taking that back. I take that back. Don't mark that down.
All right. I'm not writing anything.
Okay. Cosmetic DLC and Xbox Live Gold are both products of the internet. So, oh man, this is a battle passes. I know is last. So it's arcades, something battle passes. I feel like cosmetic DLC came first and then Xbox Live Gold did. I feel like Xbox Live Gold. I feel like the cosmetic DLC was like, because we talked about the horse armor, you know.
Yes, we did. Yep.
And I feel like the horse armor predates Xbox Live Gold. I'm gonna say arcades, Xbox Live Gold, cosmetic cosmetic DLC, Xbox Live Gold battle passes.
Okay, so your answer is arcades, cosmetic DLC, Xbox Live Gold, and battle passes.
I really want to switch it around. Yes.
Incorrect.
Fucking Christ.
So of course the arcades came first.
Yeah.
Then followed by Xbox Live Gold. Then we got cosmetic DLC, and finally battle passes.
Man, I knew it. I knew that I should have swapped them. I knew it. I got to stop second guessing myself.
All right, next up, you will have to match the game with its primary monetization model.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So,
okay, let's do it.
On the left, I've got a list of games. We've got World of Warcraft, Fortnite, Candy Crush, The Witcher 3, and Overwatch 1. On the right, we've got a list of monetization methods, those being microtransactions, subscriptions, loot boxes, cosmetic skins, and DLC expansions. So, work your way down the list and match the game with its monetization method.
Okay. Fortnite is cosmetic skins. Overwatch 1 is loot boxes. Witcher 3, I know has a couple DLC expansions, but I also know that World of Warcraft does. I'm going to say subscription for World of Warcraft, DLC for Witcher 3, and then subscription for Candy Crush. Or no, no, microtransactions was... Okay, hold on. I confused myself.
Why don't you start at the top of the game list and match them?
I know, but World of Warcraft is subscription-based, I think. And then Fortnite is cosmetic skins. Candy Crush is microtransactions. The Witcher 3 is DLC expansions, and Overwatch 1 is loot boxes.
Feel good about that?
I think so.
That's correct.
Okay. Woo, okay, we're back. I'm back in the game,
We are so back.
baby. Yes, we're so back.
Next up, we've got a map of the United States, which is colored in 3 different sections, and those sections represent the majority of people who say pop, soda, or Coke. So this is in reference to our divisive issues episode. So most of the Midwest and kind of northern part of the country, the biggest portion is blue, while
Yes.
we've got a section that's red, and that's in like the East Coast, a bit of Florida, and then California. And then we've got the South with Texas and all those dumb fuck states down there, and that one is green. So you're going to have to match up the portion of the country with what they say, pop, soda, or Coke.
Okay. Okay, the green is Coke, the red is soda, the blue is pop. Final answer.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, no, that was a freebie. You're making them too easy these days, Carl.
Oh, don't tempt me, Mel. Okay, in the same vein, we're going to be looking at selecting the most popular of the two preferences for each category. So this is based
Okay.
on my research, what I found online when seeing what do the majority of people prefer when they're polled. So
Okay.
I've got 4 categories here, and then you get to pick which of those you think the majority of people prefer based on my research. So first
I
is...
think that I should get this one.
Okay. First is creamy peanut butter versus crunchy peanut butter.
Oh, do I say it now? Creamy, 100%.
Creamy. All right. Next is fries with ketchup versus fries with mayonnaise.
Ketchup, 100%, all the way, baby.
Next is toilet paper hanging over or toilet paper hanging under.
Over.
And last is GIF or JIF.
I think more people say GIF.
Absolutely correct. 4 for 4.
All right, I'm back. I'm hitting my stride. I had a bit of a dip, but I think all great athletes do, and I'm simply
Athletes.
rising up. Yeah. I'm kind of like a bit of like an underdog story now, because I had the lead, and then I lost it, but I'm crawling my way back up.
Let's see if you can just have a flawless run to the end here.
Yeah, I think that I've really come into my own.
Yeah, you made it past that question, which I thought you would second guess yourself and think, no way, it's the first option for everyone.
You know what? You were not wrong to count on my very uncertain nature, but I was confident in that one.
All right, let's move on to the dark side of nostalgia.
Nice. This is a good episode.
Which of the following animated Disney movies have not been remade? So you can have one or more answer for this one.
Brother, I legitimately have no idea what the fuck Oliver and Company is.
Well, let's read the options, because I want the audio listeners to play along here.
Okay.
Option A is Lady and the Tramp, followed by Oliver and Company, 101 Dalmatians, Cinderella, and The Little Mermaid. So which movie or movies have not been remade?
So it could be multiple.
Yes. It's one or more of these movies have not been remade.
I don't think I feel like Lady and the Tramp is something they would have remade, but I don't ever recall, or like, I don't remember seeing any sort of advertisement for a Lady and the Tramp remake. I feel like it exists, but I don't like have any like actual like anecdotal evidence for that. I remember nothing. I'm just assuming something like that probably would. Let's go A and B.
A and B. So you think Lady and the Tramp and Oliver and Company were not remade?
Yes.
Well, you're half right.
Half right. Wait, there was never a live action 101 Dalmatians, was there? What the fuck? What am I talking about?
Absolutely, there was.
There was? There's a live action 101 Dalmatians?
The only movie on this list that was not remade is the one you don't know, Oliver and Company.
I fucking knew it. I should have. You tricked me up by saying more than one.
So every other movie, Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians, Cinderella, Little Mermaid, all remade.
Oh yeah, the 101 Dalmatians one is just old.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I should have just stuck with B because I knew that shit was. I didn't even know that. I'm literally like looking that up. I have no idea what that movie is.
Yeah, I had no idea that Cinderella got remade, but there it was.
Dude, that would be like Oliver. Oh, Oliver and Company's The Cat movie.
Yeah, it's a little cat. Little cat in the big city.
Billy Joel plays Artful Dodger?
All right, Mel, don't get too down on yourself just because you got one incorrect.
Hey. When have I ever gotten down? I've been cool, calm, and collected this entire video.
Oh, I don't recall it that way, but all right. Next question. In this one, you will have to categorize the following franchises as having a reboot, a late sequel, or neither.
Okay.
So of the following franchises, I will list them. Blade Runner, House MD, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Halloween, Bill and Ted. So
Okay.
you have to go down the list and say, did they get a reboot, did they get a late sequel, or neither?
Okay. Blade Runner is a sequel because Harrison Ford is also in that one. House MD, I'm going to say is a reboot. Ghostbusters, I'm also going to say is a sequel because I think there's some sort of reference to like the original. Maybe a cameo. Back to the Future is neither. That was just 3 movies, 3 and done. Those were just they all came out pretty close to each other. Halloween's a late sequel because Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, and also it's a kind of like it's kind of a reboot, but like it picks up after the first movie, so it's technically a sequel. Bill and Ted is also a sequel.
Okay, you got most of them right.
What the fuck? What did I get wrong? Tell me what I got wrong right now.
House was never rebooted or got a sequel or anything.
No, I thought I was just throwing caution to the wind there. I was just guessing.
So this next question is from our Things That Aged Poorly episode.
Oh,
So,
wow, okay.
in this one, you'll have to match the brand to their poorly aged ad campaign. So on the left, we've got brands. We've got Farm Sanctuary, Marlboro, Fairy Soap, Warner's, and Kraft. And on the right,
Okay.
we've got aspects of their poorly aged ad campaign, those being body shaming, objectification, child endangerment, hypocrisy, and racism.
Okay, this is tough because I don't remember ever discussing Kraft, so I'm just gonna have to guess on that one.
Okay.
I do know that Fairy Soap was racist. I do know that Marlboro was child endangerment because they had the cool fucking camel who was cool as shit, and they were like, "That's too cool for kids." Whatever. History repeats itself, I guess. Warner's, I don't even really remember what the fuck they are. So I'm just gonna guess and be like, yeah, objectification. Kraft, maybe hypocrisy. Farm Sanctuary, maybe body shaming. What the fuck? Farm Sanctuary? What the fuck is that?
All right, Val, I'm going to make this a little easier for you. So
Okay.
Farm Sanctuary is in relation to animals. Warner's
Okay.
is they make bras. And Kraft, they make salad dressing, of course.
Oh yeah, I remember the salad dressing.
So based on that, can you match them up with their bad ad campaign?
Yeah, Farm Sanctuary. I'm gonna say hypocrisy. Marlboro was child endangerment. Fairy Soap was racism. Warner's was fucking body shaming. I think because they made the bras and they were like, you can't be fat or whatever. And then Kraft. Was Kraft hypocrisy and Farm Sanctuary objectification? Okay, final answer. I feel like that's wrong. Farm objectification, Marlboro child endangerment, Fairy racism, Warner's body shaming, and Kraft hypocrisy.
Incorrect.
Fuck, I knew it.
Farm Sanctuary was the Demi Lovato ad where she was later cooking a turkey.
Right. Dude, I watched that short today. I watched that short literally today.
And Kraft was the sexy man with his zesty dressing.
Oh my god, yes.
So objectification.
Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I feel like, man, the second you say it, I'm like, oh, I recognize it. Let me do a do-over.
Mhm.
I know it now. Let me retry it now that I know the answer.
Yeah. This is the last 2 questions.
Okay.
These 2 questions are from our cartoon controversy episode.
Okay.
So this first one, I'll ask you to match the episode with the method of censorship. On the left, I have 4 episodes, 200 and 201, partial terms of endearment, midlife crustacean, and electric soldier Porygon. And on the right, I've got 4 means of censorship.
Okay.
Removed from streaming, unaired in the US, unaired on TV, and banned. So, can you match these?
Yeah, so Midlife Castration was unaired in the US because they aired it like once and they were like, never mind. Electric Soldier Porygon was unaired on TV. Unaired everywhere because it was in Japan and the U.S. Shield 100 and 201 was the South Park episode, and that shit was I think Partial Terms of Endearment was just banned, and then 200 and 201 were removed from streaming.
Okay, do you feel confident about that answer?
Not really, but we'll stick with it.
Well, you're way off.
What the fuck?
Wait, I don't know if you got a single one of those right.
Oh, wow, that's embarrassing. That's really bad.
So 200 and 201, that was the South Park finale.
Yeah, the
South Park 200
Muhammad.
special with Muhammad, yes. And that one was straight up banned.
I thought you could watch. I thought you could watch that. Can you not watch that anywhere?
No, you cannot. There's no legal means of watching those episodes.
Oh fuck! I thought you could watch it on like. Okay, wow.
Totally banned. Partial Terms of Endearment, that was the Family Guy episode, and that was unaired on TV because they sold it with their DVD. Midlife Crustacean, that was removed from streaming because they showed it on TV plenty of times, and then when the show got bought by Paramount or whatever,
That's right.
they removed it from their streaming service. And Electric Soldier Porygon was unaired in the US because it aired in Japan and gave a bunch of kids seizures, so they never showed it here.
Oh, so okay, I understand. Wow, yeah, I was really off. That was
And that was from our
horrendous.
most recent episode, too.
I know, right? Wow, crazy. You'd think that I would. Damn. I have nothing to say. I will make no excuses.
Okay, this is the last question. Can you end this
Okay.
quiz on a good note?
Maybe.
So I will ask you to name 5 members of the controversial group, the Super Best Friends. And I'll give you a hint. All of these members are, well, most of these members are religious figures.
Yes. So I know that Jesus is one. I know that Buddha is one. Muhammad is one. I can't remember the Hindu guy. I can't remember if it's Shiva or Vishnu. I think it's maybe Vishnu. And then, let's say Confucius.
So you haven't seen this episode, is that correct?
No, I'm actually not a avid South Park watcher.
Okay. So I didn't ask you to name them all because some of these are fucking ridiculous. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think you got 3. It's Muhammad, Buddha, Moses, which is the triangle guy.
That's Moses?
That's apparently is what Moses looks like in the South Park universe, and he
okay.
demands macaroni pictures. Joseph
Okay.
Smith is that dapper-looking blonde
Mormonism.
dude. Krishna.
Krishna, that's right.
Lao Zi is the old short Chinese guy.
I thought that was Confucius.
And Seaman is the Aquaman ripoff guy.
Oh yeah, I should have known. I should have known that was Seaman. Everyone knows who that is.
Everybody knows and loves Seaman. All right, Mel, I was not keeping score. I didn't intend to. I'm just going to say you passed.
Nice. It was okay, cool. It was like that was just to keep me on my toes.
From my mental notes, it seems like you got more right than you did wrong.
Yeah, let's not verify that. Let's just go with that and just say that it's correct.
So now you have to be prepared because at the finale of next season, I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, and I will be prepared. I'll be listening to the episodes on repeat.